Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Aiden Leisure, and today we're going to be taking a look at the temperatures for the next couple of days, as well as some of those weather systems we're going to be experiencing here in the next week or two. For now, we're going to remain pretty calm. We're not going to have nothing in the way of weather necessarily. We're not going to have any giant winter storms, but you can see on that future cast a couple low pressure systems come through next week, and then maybe 2 weeks from now, we're going to really start to see that activity flare back up like we were having, about a week ago. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the temperatures there. You can see pretty much widespread 30-degree temperatures down into the green here, and then you can see where that cold air is sitting up into the northwestern portion of the graphic up there towards Minnesota, North Dakota, and they will be experiencing only single digits for the highs. Tonight, you can start to see that big old mass of cold air move right into the area, especially into Chicagoland area. You guys, anywhere outside of the suburbs, you guys are going to be in the single digits, maybe even into the negatives tonight there in the pink. And then also into Chicago, you guys will probably remain in the single digits as well, even on the lake shore. So that lake isn't really going to do much warming up. It's going to keep you guys a little more temperate than the surrounding areas, but it's still going to be very cold. So please keep that in mind. Tomorrow, that cold is going to stick around. You can see by those dark blue temperatures, we're only going to make it into the teens in the Chicagoland area there in the dark blue. But then you can see we start to get some of that warmth building back up in the center of the country over there, and you can see by tomorrow night we have that cold air still sticking around. Eventually, it'll kick its way out, but it's definitely going to stick around tomorrow night. You can see we may still even be in the negative temperatures, and even Chicago may have a chance at seeing some negative temperatures tonight. But let's take a look at Oswego. You can see here we're going to be pretty much below freezing the entire way through the week. Into the weekend, we're going to be very cold, especially on tonight and then into Thursday night. We're going to be experiencing those really, really cold temperatures into the negatives. And as we see some wind come through, it's not going to be much in the way of strong wind, but when it does come through, it's going to make things a lot colder. So please prepare accordingly. It does not take long to get frostbite, and you don't want your kids standing at the bus stop for too long, obviously. So let's take a look at the severe weather threat, though. There was a tiny little severe weather threat down here towards the Houston area there into Louisiana down there. Nothing huge going to come out of this. This is just basic, we're having tropical moisture come into the area. It's not going to do a whole lot. We do have the risk for, it's a 5% chance risk of hail in the area as these storms kind of enter the area. They could get bigger, they can turn, isolated, and then we may also have some examples of hail down there. So definitely be weather aware. Nothing really in the way of damaging winds and tornadoes, though, as those parameters are not necessarily lining up. But we do have the chance for hail if we do see storms form up there, especially those big ones, maybe dropping some hailstones. Nothing humongous, nothing like, we have tennis balls coming out of the sky, but definitely some hail that may do some damage. So please just be weather aware down there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next forecast.